In this video we're going to be using if then else statements to create a script that figures out whether a triangle is a scalene, an isosceles or equilateral triangle. So let's start off with opening up your favorite editor. I'm going to use Atta this time and creating a new file. I'll call it if then else.py. So you can tell if it's a scalene triangle if all the sides are different, and you can tell if it's an isosceles triangle if there's two sides that are the same, and it's equilateral triangle if all three sides are the same. So let's start with taking the user input, and this hash is how you do comments in Python. So these lines won't run. Let's take three inputs, so A input, so we want the length of side A, and then let's do B equals and input and the same with C, so the third side. And since they're all going to be numbers, let's just cast the input to an integer. So once we've got the input, we can use the if then else statement. So let's do if A equals B and if B equals C, so all the sides are equal, we want to print out this. It's the equilateral triangle. So if it's not an equilateral triangle, we want to check if it's an isosceles, so we can do that by doing elif, and elif is basically else if, and then we want our condition in there. Isosceles triangle is where there's two sides that are the same, so we want else if A equals B or B equals C or C equals A. Then we end that with colon, and if that's true we want to return, so we want to print isosceles triangle, and if it's neither of these two we want to catch all, so let's do an else, and if it's neither of them we know it's a scalene, so let's print this is a scalene triangle. Now notice how I've used indents after each colon, so that's how Python reads the code. If you don't have the indents you'll probably get a syntax error. So that's how we structure an if else statement. So now if I save that, okay, so let's give that a run. So if we do Python and then the file name to run that file, and let's try do an equilateral triangle first, so 3 3 3, and it'll give you the right message. And let's try a scalene triangle, so let's try run that again and give it a different parameter for each one, so 8 4 and 12, so that's a scalene. And then let's try an isosceles triangle, 12 12 and 6. So that's how you use an if then else statement. If you have any questions, again just leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time with some functions.